XSS, I just do a cluster bomb. I just put HTML tags into every single field that I can. Um, and I try not to use alert too much because what ends up happening is as I'm trying to click through a page, if 10 fields are vulnerable, then every time I go to that page, I got to click OK to close the alert. So I'll do things like I'll bold stuff. um, I'll use H1 tags, things like that, and I'll just put those wherever I can, and or image tags, broken image tags, without in event handler, because then you see the icon. Those are pretty good and unobtrusive. So I just put those everywhere: first name, last name, middle name, phone number, address. And if there's any front end validation, I'll fill out the form appropriately, the way that the front end wants me to. Then I'll go and burp. I'll proxy that request, and I'll just fill it in with all my image tags, my broken image tags, or whatever. How many categories? We have our reflected XSS, we have our stored XSS, and we have our DOM XSS. Um, Now, yeah, DOM XSS, it's a lot tougher for sure. I think, generally speaking, okay, so DOM XSS is XSS that doesn't really require the server. It can happen right in the browser. Sometimes it involves the server, but it doesn't have to, usually. It all happens in the code on the browser. So one thing you could do is you have access to the code in the browser. You can copy it into a SAST tool and look for injection type attacks using semgrep or something like that. That can certainly speed it up because a lot of the time it'll be webpacked or minified and very hard to read. Other things I'll do is I'll put payloads everywhere I can. And usually when I'm finding DOM XSS, which doesn't happen all that often because most people are using frameworks like React or Angular that protect against it. But usually if I do find it, it'll be a reflected type of XSS. So it'll be something I put as a parameter in the URL. And that parameter, while it does technically go to the server doesn't do anything with it. And when the page loads, the front end takes that value and does something with it. So I've found a few that way.